the Philippines. All right? Oh, well, say your own nation then. But I expect to hear about Philippines. What is yours? Venezuela. Okay, but you might be drowning out. But say that. Say your own nation name. All right? Okay?
Yes!
Sure?
Yes!
1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Please sit down. Wow. You did it with enthusiasm and voice, and some people were moved. Very good. Thank you. Next, be interested.
Be interested in the native land and history. The more you know about a country, the more you breathe with its people. If you can make a standard in one center, all centers will do the same.
Wow, thank you. And if your audience is Muslim, then you need to study Islam. You go to Mindanao and you don't know Islam? Limitation. You need to study. If you go wherever you go to study, know the history. So, preparation. Let's make a summary. The internal preparation to lecture. Heart. Love. Passion. Desperation. Without you, they cannot solve their problems. It is impossible. Number 2, understanding principle. Continuously study the line principle. How? Hundoke. Hundoke. I've been lecturing basically the same lecture for maybe 30 years. I'm 40 years as a missionary. Even I have to get up like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning if I'm going to give a lecture that day. And I go through it and I prepare. Because if it's a Christian audience, then I want to teach it into religion. If it's a Christian audience, I will still teach the Quran and the Bhagavad Gita and the Dhammapada and I will do that. But I will emphasize Christianity. So I will put more Christian quotes first, and I'll put them first to honor the culture. So in Christianity, I gave 3 quotes. I only gave 1 Quranic quote, 1 Bhagavad Gita. I have lots of them, but I limit to honor the culture. I do that because I just don't want to teach Christianity. And people think, well, our religion is great, but we just didn't understand that. I want them to open the mind. What I'm going to teach the principle. The principle. Then I'm going to connect it to Christianity. I'm going to connect it to Islam. I'm going to connect it to Hinduism. I'm going to connect it to Buddhism. 2 things happen. That vertical connection is made. And the horizontal connection is made. Why are we fighting? Oh, the Hindus believe the same thing as the Buddhists and Christians and the Muslims. You get the vertical and the horizontal connection. So, my strong recommendation, teach from a multi-religious perspective always. Don't avoid it. Because you want them to open their mind. Honor their culture, the tradition of the majority of people. But teach to an interreligious audience. In terms of your relationship with God and through parents, your relationship with the audience, what they call scope and sequence. We'll go into that a little bit later. Scope means the depth or the time, like a microscope or a telescope. Do I look closely or do I just brush over it? Depends on the time that you have. And then the sequence is the logical order. What follows this? Does it make logical? Is this build on this, build on this, the logic. The external preparation, physically clean. Pleasing appearance. The classroom should be prepared and clean. You are responsible for the classroom, not the team that is organized. You are. You should be there early. not show up and go on stage. Not go on stage immediately. So, to be honest with you, the last lecture that I had, the last Pure Love Pledge, I was very frustrated. Because I walked in and I walked on stage. Normally when I do the Pure Love Pledge, I will take the two people that are going to give the pledge and I will coach them and make them say it really loud and explain it to them. They had a different pledge than what I had. You saw that. Wow, because I didn't even have 1 minute with them. If I had 1 minute, I could have at least hidden my slides and say, everybody pick up your program, let's read the pledge. At least there would be uniformity. If I had 1 minute. So it was my fault not to emphasize wanting to be there. So you need to be there. You need to get the spirit of what the environment is. Don't come on time. You're late if you come on time. And what I try to do when I walk into a classroom, I will try to make it better. I'll walk around and pick up something or straighten something. I want to contribute to the cleanliness and the order in the classroom. Physically. Then I feel ownership. Wow, now this classroom is mine. I claim it because I'm the parent. I'm helping to clean and make order. That's what parents do. So come early, even a little bit of cleaning, but more the organizational side. The classroom should be prepared and clean. Audio and video has to be checked and working. These all things your presentation should go without a hitch, without a problem. You should be able to walk on stage and start your presentation. It takes preparation. When you deliver, when you speak, your conviction is the most important. Do you really, in your heart believe what you're teaching them and believe it will help them? Your internal conviction, because that's contagious. They will sense that. They will feel that. And if you're just intellectual, they will feel that. They will sleep. Your spirit, they connect. We are connected together. We are spiritual people. We can send off spirituality and receive it. We send off intellect and receive it. So most importantly, your heart, your conviction. You are a mediator between God and the audience. And sometimes ideas will come that you never thought of. Wow. And then sometimes I'm even writing notes because I'll take a piece of paper and write it down. Wow, that idea did not come from me. It came to me, not from me. Know the difference. You're there to solve problems. Keep current events. The example that I used in yesterday's lecture was the boat turned upside down in Korea and killed 304 children. And then relate that to mind and body. Then wow, they get it. Oh, this mind and body thing is not just me, it impacts other people. That's why 300 children died in Korea 2 years ago. If you were in the lecture, then you'll understand. External delivery. Preparation versus delivery. Father said 3 to 1. If you lecture 1 hour, 3 hours of prayer. More preparation. Wow. And he does it. I don't do it because Father said 3, but I do it because I just have to. I can't not do it. It's a passion that drives you. Eye contact with the audience is very, very important. I know some lecturers, they talk about, well, the heart of God is really deep inside you. Did you feel the heart of God? And there's no connection. Your eyes and their eyes connect, and then something in the spirit sparks. Wow. If you connect with one person, and you connect, everyone feels it. Really? You want to be a lecturer? Why are they laughing? I'm talking to you, but they're laughing. Because they feel that connection. Don't be afraid of eye contact. Practice. Look in their eyes. I've got members of Parliament government ministers. And I look at them and I say, the one thing you can do for the benefit of your nation is take this Interfaith Peace Blessing Festival and spread it as quickly as you can throughout your nation. Will you do that? Dr. Young is even more than me. Wow, he is so close they can smell the kimchi. Don't be afraid. Challenge them. The reason Dr. Young is successful because he challenges people. Wow. I was in a meeting in Nepal, and we had ambassadors for peace, and Dr. Young came to the meeting, and he told the ambassadors for peace, I want you to donate land so that we can build a peace embassy here. They did it. They did it. They got together and donated land. I've seen him challenge you. I'm sure you've seen it 100 times or more. That's why he's successful. He feels what is needed for the providence. God has inspired him, and he doesn't hesitate. He never holds anything back. Never. And he does it in a loving way, not arrogant, but a very loving way, embracing way. This one governor in Thailand, he told the governor, I want you to be the first governor to get 430 blessed couples. And he did very quickly. He said, now I want you to get 43 blessed couples to have 430 blessed couples. And he did it. This governor has 43 couples who each have 430 couples. And because Dr. Young challenged them. I'm learning from Dr. Young as I travel with him. Wow. So what do you think? What is the end of this workshop? If you're teaching ministers, what do you want them to go back and take this program to their constituents? Wow. Or invite you to go there. All right, anyway. Props prepared, double check everything, screen, podium, strong, clear voice. Anyway, we talked a little bit about that. Eye contact, strong voice, hills and valleys, screen and podium. Many times, what I dislike I like to be close to the screen so that people look at me and look at the screen almost at the same time. What I dislike, I'm speaking and the screen is there. Then they're going like this all the time. So be sensitive to that. The best arrangement. Sometimes you're stuck. Okay, then you do the best you can. But if you go early, you can sometimes change the stage. I want the screen and the podium close to each other so that there's more eye contact. It's very important. Check the physical arrangement. We have limited tables on this one, so we can't do that. Okay. Scope and sequence. Let's not go to that. Once you finish the program, you are not finished. When everybody does Monse, your work continues. Be sure to take photographs during the program with a good camera. Especially the new ladies, the photographs are horrible. You have a professional camera. Ask the principal or adults to write a representative. If you go into a school and you teach in a school, at the end of the program, can you give me a reference letter on the letterhead of this school? Can I pick it up tomorrow or tonight? Be clear. Not, oh, okay. Can you give me a recommendation letter? Yeah, okay, thank you. No. I want the letter on the letterhead, and I want it tonight, tomorrow. Give a timeline. And we'll collect these. These are the testimonies. These when we take to the United Nations. Mother said this youth and student for peace, we should become registered with the United Nations. We cannot do it without documentation. If you don't document it, it didn't happen. In the United Nations in New York, it didn't happen. If you don't document it, it did not happen in their mind. And it didn't. So you multiply goodness by the way you follow up the reports that you get. Randomly select a few students. I think you're not going to get all of them. just a random selection and ask them to fill out a survey. If everybody fills out a survey, you're going to get inundated with too much paperwork, and no one will look at it. Select 4 or 5 or 7 or 10 or however big the audience. Can you give a reflection? If others want, yes, can you too? But at least sample the audience. Write a report. Where was the program? Who attended? The VIPs, the students, the agents, the men, women. Where was the event held? What went wrong? What went right? Criticize yourself. Learn from this experience. If you don't write a report, the event didn't happen, except for the people that attended. By writing a report, you are multiplying goodness. Send the report to headquarters within 24 hours. Assign someone to do it ahead of time. It usually comes to me because I'm the English-speaking guy. And at the end of the program, then suddenly, oh, Dr. Kittel, can you write a report? Please tell me that earlier so that I can take notes. So if you assign someone earlier, it makes it so much easier for them. I got in the habit of, whenever we have the closing ceremony and people give reflections, I always turn on my voice recorder. Because I'm going to be asked. No one asked me, but they will. Dr. Young, where is the report? Did I want the report now? Okay? Assign someone even ahead of time. Your job is to write a report. Doesn't have to be long, but what is unique and special about that program? This is very important because we're talking about sexuality